Hello and welcome everyone. Today I wanted to discuss Descent because right now, if you are chasing the collectibles for Descent, it is the best time to play the mode. So I thought I'd let you know because I didn't know about this. A huge thank you to Pony that let me know yesterday. But you see here on the weekly project, there's 4 collectibles I can get this week. Last week it was giving you 3 apparently, and I missed it. Now normally you can only get 1 collectible per week, and I think it's about 90 in total, so that'll take 90 weeks if you're just starting out right now. It's a long time to get all these collectibles, so the fact that they're giving you more right now tells me they want people to catch up maybe, and it's a great time to play the game mode every single week to get a hold of more collectibles right now to hopefully catch up. We will take a quick look at the collectibles just to show you. I do think it's 90. If we go over to comms, you'll see that there's some Descent comms here, and there you go. I'm currently on 35 out of 90. It's going to take me another 55 weeks to catch up, and that's providing they add no more. And they do keep adding more of these. So I'm going to complete a run now to get those 4 collectibles for this week, and hopefully they keep doing this every week now to give me a chance to catch up and get all of these collected. Now, right now, what I want to do is just give you a quick rundown of an easy Nemesis run, because this project just requires you every week to defeat the Nemesis. Once you've done that, you've completed the project, you get your rewards and you get your collectible or collectibles right now. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to do this. Obviously, practice is required. You're going to need to practice this game mode. But with these tips, you will get to a point where you'll kill the Nemesis every single time. Okay, so I know a lot of people struggle with this game mode and they hate it, but just follow these tips. I have a full beginner's guide, by the way. It's had so many hits this year. I'm going to link this at the top of the video description. That's going to be an in-depth guide on how to play Descent. Watch that if you are serious about this. But this is just some quick tips now. Now, the most important thing about the Nemesis and killing the Nemesis is the skills that you select. You want to select the right skills, and on top of that, you don't want many Nemesis, so you only want the one. Play solo. Playing solo is the absolute best way to do this. I'm currently in a 2 just to get footage with Lady Rock, and the more people you add, the harder the Nemesis encounters are going to be, and the more RNG that is needed, because you want to have the right skills as well when you get there. Now, the skills you want to focus on, in my opinion, are any sticky bomb and any firefly. I'll show you the Nemesis encounter in a moment, and I'll show you how having those skills on you basically makes the skills that they have easy to control. Now, if you were to choose something like an oxidizer, you're going to have to face an oxidizer. If you're going to choose something like a revive hive or a restorer hive, you're going to have to face them having heals. And you don't want that. You want them to have skills that are going to make it as easy as possible for you to defeat them. Okay? So any sticky, any firefly is going to be perfect. So just keep that in mind and try and make sure by the time you get to the Nemesis encounter, they are the skills that you have. Don't leave any spots blank, because if you don't have a space for a skill as blank, the Nemesis will have a random skill. And if you choose things like decoys, they'll have a random skill. But for the most part, you're going to go against what you choose. Now, my other top tip for you is to get to the Nemesis as quick as possible. Choose the easiest room every single time. This is going to make it easier for you along your way to get to the Nemesis. With the Nemesis strategy we are going to be using, it's not too difficult even if you're underpowered. So it doesn't matter about cash. It doesn't matter too much about talents as such. Just choose the easiest room possible. It doesn't matter what you're getting. Just get there quick. If you do that and the RNG allows it, you'll get to the Nemesis after loop 4. But definitely after loop 5. And if you're playing solo, you are never going to experience rooms along the way that have more than 1 wave. And this is important because as rooms go to 2 waves, it can get trickier. You can kind of forget about it. And it just makes it harder to get to the Nemesis. And I'm just going back to that tip that I gave a few moments ago by playing solo. If you play in a group, then you're always going to get 2 wave rooms from loop 4. So you'll be guaranteed to have a whole loop where there's 2 waves in the rooms if you're playing in a group. But playing solo, you can get to the Nemesis without having ever a 2 wave room, which does make it easier to get there. So just go the easiest rooms all the way, and you'll always be doing either easy or normal rooms. And I guess the last thing to discuss is talents to choose along the way. There's talent pools. You're going to get different exotic talents every single time. You're going to get different talents every single time you play, potentially because of these talent pools that are on rotation. So these aren't really important, but they can really help at the same time. There's some talent pools that make the nemesis very, very easy. But with enough discipline and practice, doesn't matter what talent pool you get, he is going to be easy anyway. So just bear in mind, the harder you're going to be hitting, the better. You want to think about weapons. You want to think about red talents for the main part. But I will give a few to keep an eye out for that will make it easy now. Things like Unhinged are great. Composure, Vigilance, anything that's giving you big damage for nothing, if that makes sense. Precise ain't bad for headshot damage. I wouldn't really focus on anything critical hit damage because you could be so low anyway. I'll just focus on base damage, and then I would always put like a preservation on or an entrench on if that popped up, just for a little bit of survivability. I won't worry too much about that beyond that. And as a utility, things like trauma are absolutely gold dust. Really, trauma allows you to blind targets for so long, giving you sustained damage. I'd say if trauma is on the talent pool, you 100% go for it. That's going to make the nemesis encounter a lot easier as well. So do look out for trauma when that's available. And things like optimized as well as a utility, that will improve your handling, which can help as well, especially if you're going to use an LMG or something. But yeah, just try and get as much damage as possible. And at the end of a loop where you get some stats, always pick Devastating. Go for the extra damage. If you're just doing a nemesis run, that's all that you need. Once it comes to the nemesis encounter, having the right weapons can help because you're not going to be having too much sustained damage on them without trauma, say, and you're just going to be pop shotting. So anything like a sniper rifle, a classic M1A is perfect, would be great. But even if you do only have an AR, LMG or anything like that, it's still doable, so don't worry too much. The first thing that you want to do is come to this station here and so have a look at the special ammo you got available. I've currently got hollow point and high velocity, so I'm going to make sure that across my primary and my secondary I'm going to put these on both of those weapons. But if you have something like incendiary ammo, which is going to burn them, that is absolutely brilliant at this point. Make sure you have that. And if you are solo against the nemesis, and if you've got one nemesis, you're going to put them on fire straight away and just be able to do sustained damage to them. And you wait then until you can put them on fire again. Just a bit of crowd control. Any sort of crowd control you can have at this point through special ammo is brilliant. There's one here that staggers as well. Again, that's good. Now, in a one-on-one situation, it is that special ammo and things like trauma and as much damage as you can get that makes this nemesis encounter very, very easy. I'm currently in a 2 now, so this is going to be a bit difficult. But I'm going to show you at the end of this video a clip of a very quick nemesis encounter so you can see how quick it can be. But once ready, just make sure you got your grenades filled out, your medkits filled out, and you're ready to go. Hit that button, and you want to skip the cutscene. Just skip the cutscene straight away and run for where I'm running to now. You're going to park up on this vantage point, and this is where we're going to be able to hide from all of those skills. So I'm going back before I was on about pick a firefly, pick a sticky, because up here you can just take cover. And with fireflies and stickies, there's nothing they're going to be able to do. The only thing you need to worry about right now is their grenade, because the grenade might land near you, and if they push you. And if you're playing in a group, that pushing you and then being aggressive is the biggest threat. Again, this is why you kind of want to play this solo, because if this was solo right now, I would be able to stagger them and just have sustained damage right away. We'd already be finished this encounter if this was solo right now. It's that easy solo. But because we're playing against 2 nemesis, I've got to keep my eye on both of them. But still, in a group, it is doable. You just want to pop shot them. That's all you want to do. Try and crowd control. Just bring the armor down very, very slowly. You don't want to be out of cover for too long in this position because they will hurt you, and you just got to be careful of that. So we just keep on pop shotting, and the idea is that we've got to bring the health down very, very slowly until we can kill them. So right now we've got their health down a little bit, and we're about to start killing them, and all we've done is stayed in this position, dodge their skills because nothing can harm us because we've both got stickies and we've both got fireflies, and all of the skills are missing us. The worst part about it is the blind. We're about to finish the first nemesis now. I just took a hit. You can see how hard they hit you. That's why it's important to just pop shot and not be out of cover for too long. And then the second nemesis here thought they would rush us. Just get a little bit lucky here because of the push, but they're very, very low. And we can just finish them off and get the nemesis encounter finished very quickly. Now, with all the tips I've just gave you, I'm going to show you one of my better runs solo, just to show you how easy this is.
Room selected. Difficulty rating. Nemesis.
I think our skills were good as well.
Increased.
I guess again what our skills were. Oh, damn, we left one blank. That was a bit silly, wasn't it?
System disrupted.
Watch have an Oxy now and it'd be game over.
System restored.
Sticky. Okay, that's my sticky though. So I got a sticky. Done. Easy.
Simulation terminated. Collating data.
I thought I had another clip for you. There's one I remember where the nemesis practically spawned in and we killed him pretty much instantly. It was insane. But that's still showing how easy it can be solo, even without having the right skills, as I suggested. We got him done very, very quickly. So I hope this video has been a little bit helpful today with those tips. But like I said at the start, if you go down to the video description, I got a full-on descent guide. And right now is a great time to get into the mode and play it because they're giving away extra comms. So if you are a collector and you want to get all the collectibles in the game and things like that, is just a great opportunity to get a head start on all of these descent ones, because normally, as I said at the start, they're just one per week and we can get more right now. A huge thank you again to Pony. I wouldn't have known this unless he mentioned it yesterday. If you go to any of my channels, I highlight his channel here and subscribe to my other channels. You can see the Clog Floppers. This is Pony's channel. Go and check him out. He does some great content also. Go and hit sub. But that's it for me for now. Thank you for watching this. Don't forget to hit like on this video as well and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, take care and peace out.